Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of a replay between AAA and IG here on Turtle Rock. A lot of creeping going on, not much base harassment happening. We did have a forcing of the town portal from IG from a good surround from both sides, making it so that it was unable to run around, and now AAA wants to go ahead and creep out this north creep camp. I'm going to go ahead and unpause this game right now, and now we're going to have those creep camps trying to run towards these sides. Quick bloodlust, we do have a Dryads removing all of that bloodlust right now, and now the Riflemen trying to focus down these units. We have the gray camp, or the gray army, now trying to take down this Gigantuan sea turtles and going to take them down. We do have an orb of corruption on that lich, so that lich also giving out -5 armor in addition to each attack right now. Mountain King does have a potion of invulnerability and a wand of mana stealing, so very nice items right now. We do have an owl scout in order to keep track of the enemy movements right now, and there is only a couple creep camps left, so we should see some action between these two armies in just a moment. Death Knight now forcing to run away with that Crippler. Crippler does have a wand of mana stealing himself, or itself, I don't know the sex of a beetle. Anyways, we do have Mountain King now trying to push out, Demon Hunter trying to push out, getting pathed up by his own footmen right there. We're not going to see any bolts coming in to try to get any additional surrounds on any fiends. Right now, both armies trying to coordinate an attack right now. Gray army, half of the IG Syrups now trying to run down to the south, as the main bulk of the army over here, AAA Vince is trying to chase in here, and now we're going to have IG Syrups now going to come in and start doing some damage over here, even though these trees are just trying to whack them left and just trying to whack them. And then we do have only a single unit from each building, and we have a Tree of Ages Scroll Town Portal coming back in. Archmage now trying to run to the back because half of his army has been moved to the back as well, so both armies not quite as strong. Archmage now trying to come in. We do have some militia coming in. Not quite so sure what that militia is going to be doing. Perhaps trying to set up an expansion right there. Archmage not really able to do any additional damage, and both armies are going to go ahead and try to regroup. They're just trying to feel each other out so far. So both armies feeling each other out, not trying to see. They're trying to see if anyone's going to maybe overcommit, overexpose themselves, and then get a nice surround off. We have an additional bind of a Scroll of Town Portal, Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, and a Scroll of Healing right now. Mountain King now at level 2, almost level 3, needs just a little bit more experience to get that level 2 Stormbolt, which will be very, very important in the later game in being able to pick off units right now. We have a couple priests, a couple sorceresses, good amount of range units right now, so went from a footman to a rifleman and caster strategy, and that true shot aura. Staff of Preservation on the Priestess of the Moon. No Staff of Sanctuary since we are not at Castle, only at the Keep right now. And Montesquieu sitting at 72/72. Not quite sure why he's not going to go straight to 80. Vince sitting at 58/70. So both players are going into low upkeep. Rosenkill sitting at 70, and Syrups is sitting at 49/50. Obviously feeding gold and wood over to the main army right there. We do have now Priestess coming in. Priestess does not have Dispel Magic, so no upgraded training, and we do not have invisibility being trained by those units as well. We have a lot of peons in the mix. Not quite sure what they are there for. No Spirit Link or any other reason why those peons really be there, instead of just like taking some additional bounce damage right now. We're now trying to pick off those units, and we have a nice Impale and Blizzard being casted. So Blizzard being casted, but there I think it was cancelled either by an Impale or cancelled by the Archmage. Ooh, Detonation coming in to try to stop all these casters. All these casters pretty much out of mana already. Archmage already down to 84 mana after getting detonated a couple times, and units are falling, so Dryads are able to poke off a little damage. We do have a Scroll of Healing being used, Scrolls of Healing being used as well, so Mountain King, I think, still sitting at level, now sitting at level 3, uses a Potion of Invulnerability. It does not have any additional mana, trying to watch the Crypt Lord fall, so many heroes to keep track of. And Mountain King should has used a Wand of Mana Stealing and got a bolt off, and now the Archmage is in a little bit in a precarious situation. Stuck in the front, Scroll Town Portal, no Scroll Town Portal, Archmage goes down. So level 4 Archmage falls, and additional fighting just going on back and forth. We do have Dryads and Footmen now trying to do additional damage. Priest of the Moon trying to unhide right now, trying to give True Shot Aura to all those units. But this fight is just going really, really badly for both sides. IG losing the majority of their units, but AAA losing a lot of the heroes. Nice Staff of Preservation in order to save a low hit point unit. Mountain King trying to come in, not able to get any bolts off. Bolt off on that Lich. Lich down to 116, no healing. Oh, down goes a level 4 Lich. So and the level 4 Lich falls, and Dryads are now just trying to shoot each other off left just trying to shoot off more abolish magic on the skeletons right now from that Rod of Necromancy. More Dryads falling, trying to chase down IG Syrups' low hit point Priestess of the Moon to try to remove that True Shot aura. Now a nice mana burn on that Death Knight. The Death Knight is forced to teleport, and the Priestess of the Moon is falling as well. So both armies losing a lot of units. Last low hit point Huntress trying to run away, trying to hide, down to 32 hit points and falls. So all these units, because of that Scowl, Owl Scout was able to take down all those hiding units. So very nice secondary hero skill choice coming in from AAA Vince. We have IG Syrup sitting with 17 over 60 army. Wow, that is very small. IG Rosenkill sitting at 63 over 80, able to save a majority of his army. Did lose that Lich, which is now being retrained. Archmage, on the other hand, is he back in the action? Yes, Archmage resurrected at the tavern. So Archmage has been resurrected. We have a 46 over 74 Vince, and we have 27 over 78. So both sides of that army, or both sides of both teams losing a lot of their armies right here. We do have a Wisp now scouting out over here and trying to do some additional scouting, make sure that there is no additional expansions at this point. We have plenty of gold in the gold mines, still about enough for about 5 minutes of play, but in 5 minutes those gold mines will be mined out. They need to go ahead and try to start setting up an expansion sometime soon. Dryad's now moving out as well. Archmage sitting at level 4 has a Staff of Preservation as well. So both units not taking a tier 3 just for that Staff of Sanctuary, getting a Staff of Preservation. But without those Moonwells back in the base, I don't know how that's really going to work as well. Ooh, nice Blizzard coming in on that on the Altar of Elders, making sure that those Wisps don't come in and try to repair it. But a little bit not far enough in, so that Wisp is able to repair it and not take any damage. Archmage needs to get a little bit closer. We do have the Undead army now trying to come in. Destroyers now coming in as well. Dryads now focusing down units. Those Dryads are a perfect counter to those Destroyers already. But those Fiends should be able to tear through those units. Nice Death Coil. Ooh, and a Bolt to try to finish off a Fiend. Fiend down to 79 hit points will fall. And more units taking damage. Abomination. So IG is the only side that really has any real meat at this point in time with the army. Nice mana burn on that Death Knight. Death Knight down to 70 mana. And the Priestess of the Moon has been resurrected and does have a Rod of Necromancy herself. Has 2 Ancient of Wars. Main army now trying to push back in, trying to do damage on those Ancient of Wars. Ancient of Wars trying to push to the back right now. Don't know why the AAA team is not trying to push in at this point. They have a little bit of an advantage in terms of army size, but with those Destroyers and those Abominations should be able to rip through those Riflemen without any issues, and not really able to use Sorceresses to cast slow anymore. Still no upgrades on any of those casters. Dryad sitting with the 2-0 upgrade. Rifleman probably sitting at 2-0 as well. He has 2-0 as well, doing 25 to 37 damage each. Archmage now trying to move out to the north, perhaps going to pick up some additional Scrolls of Healing and a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Scroll of Healing, no Potion of Lesser Invulnerability. Demon Hunter probably going to do the same thing. Yes, no, not sure. Sometimes, maybe on Tuesdays. No, he's just standing in front of a shop. He's loitering. He's loitering in front of the shop. He's just window shopping. Alright, anyways, oh, he does buy the Scroll of Healing. Heading over here, we do have the Crippler now trying to protect that main base. It looks like both players know that the Night Elf base is going to be the base to attack. Rifleman 2-0, Dryad sitting 2-0 as well. No armor upgrades, so a little bit of a surprise there. 49 over 78 in addition to 58 over 70. So the Night Elf army is a little bit larger than the human army. 15 over 60. Wow, Syrups has nothing but 2 archers, 6 Wisp, and a hero. So only a hero left, pretty much. Now, just trying to do some additional damage while a lot of pauses in this game so far. Anyways, trying to set up an expansion. No players have an expansion as of yet. 2 Ancient of Wars in position to try to create a choke over here. And now the Priestess of the Moon is going to buy some Scrolls of Healing as well. Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, Death Knight, Scroll of Healing as well, and a Scroll of Protection. So, that Scroll of Protection is going to do wonders if those Dryads are auto-casting Abolish Magic. That's going to be a problem, as they're just going to be standing there removing removing scrolls of protection instead of doing damage. Now units coming in from behind. Mountain King is invisible, so we have level 2. No, it's still level 1. That was a potion of invisibility. Oh, Mountain King getting in good position, trying to focus down, and oh, Priest of the Moon, potion of lesser invulnerability has 42 hit points. Very nice, trying to, nice Blizzard coming in, nice, oh, getting focused down, potion of invulnerability on the Mountain King. Mountain King trying to chase down any units, able to try to focus down some of those abominations as well. Dryads falling, and now the Demon Hunter now trying to come in and do some damage as well. Destroyer's trying to chase down that Demon Hunter. Demon Hunter trying to run away. Rifleman trying to do some additional damage. More Abolish Magic, yeah, and they're just standing there instead of shooting down those units. And oh, able to save that low hit point Abomination with a Death Coil. More Blizzard, so Blizzard being casted in the back, but that was an Impale. Stay tuned for part 3 and the conclusion of this replay between AAA and IG here on Turtle Rock.